Hey everyone, welcome back. I am here again with another Medalist predictions video for you guys for the World Athletics Championships in Oregon. This time, for tonight, I'm going to present to you my picks for who will medal in the men's 1500 meter run. The finals is set to take place late Tuesday night here in the States. It's going to air, I think, at like 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time or 7:30 p.m. Pacific. Shaping up to be a really intense 1500 meter final. Got some development, of course, over the last day or two with some of the competitors and whatnot. Breaking it all down here and some of the noticeable participants. I think there's like 12 or 15 runners in this one. There's 12 runners in this. Let's go ahead and break it down. So, of course, as always, it's starting with talking about the defending world champion from Doha, Timothy Cheruiyot of Kenya. He, of course, ran 3:28 as his personal best last year. I will say, though, Cheruiyot has struggled a little bit at times. The Olympics, he couldn't quite close down Ingebrigtsen. People were saying that he had an injury. I would say it's true given his slight lack of speed at times. And this year, he has not even gone under 3:34, so I don't know if he's saving his best for last or whatnot, but Cheruiyot definitely a little bit off this year, but he is in the final. He's not going to let loose. He's not going to make it easy, that's for sure, but I'm a little concerned about him. You got Jakob Ingebrigsten. I've been waiting forever to talk about him. His best time this year came indoors when he set the indoor world record in the 1500. That's what IWR stands for there, of 3:30.60. He's ran 3:34 outdoors this year, but that doesn't matter. He's run phenomenal this year. His personal best was 3:28 low from last year when he set not only the European record, but the Olympic record. I think he heated up, actually. The Olympic record got broke by somebody else the day before. I think it was Jakob Ingebrigsten, and then Ingebrigtsen broke it even further. Ingebrigtsen really in tip-top form. He ran the fastest mile in 21 years last month with 3:46.46. Ingebrigtsen, a real threat to not only win gold in this event, but the men's 5,000. Of course, we'll talk about that Saturday night. This upcoming Saturday night, I should say, when we get to that point. But Ingebrigtsen, a phenomenal athlete, just a well-rounded competitor that can do just about anything. He can keep with the pack. He can lead, of course, forever as long as he needs to. Jake Whiteman of Great Britain, he's run very fast as well. He's got quite a bit of experience on the world stage. Whiteman's run 3:29 mid, but he is kind of slightly struggling to get back to that, but he's ran really good this year, 3:32. I think he'll be in the mix, especially if it's a slower race, but we'll get to why I don't think this will be a slower race. Some of the races that we've seen with the finals, they've been slower than anticipated, but the women's 15 was really quick. I mean, no shock there, because Faith Kipyegon was of course, and Gustav, I'm having a memory blank for some reason on the news. Gustav Tiddy was leading through for a little bit. That was a quick final. Mohamed Katir of Spain last year was making big-time national, global headlines, of course, because he was setting national records for Spain in the 15, 3,000, 5,000. He ran 3:28 last year. Couldn't quite pull through at the Olympics and medal. He's only run 3:34 this year. He's going to need to find that 2021 version of himself if he's going to want a medal. He kind of was given in a bit there in the end of his heat with Kipsang on yesterday. Didn't quite like that too much. That kind of told me that Mohamed Katir may not be in the shape I'd like to see him in to try and medal. Speaking of Abel Kipsang, he's next. He's the world leader right now in 2022. 3:31.01, ran at altitude, but it doesn't matter. He's a very dangerous runner. What I liked about Kipsang, especially at the end of his heat yesterday, it looked like he could have pushed even harder. Is he in PR shape? I think he might be. He ran 3:29 mid at the Olympics last year. He finished in 4th place right behind Josh Kerr, which we'll talk about here in a moment. Stuart McSwain, good Lord, I'm amazed at the fact that Stuart McSwain even got to this point. He's had a real struggle this year with things, not just running-wise, but health-related. He actually got COVID after doing a booster shot, so that was a little scary. And he struggled. I was very, very concerned about Stuart McSwain, but you know what? He's come around, and you know what? Guess what? He's in the final now. He's ran 334 high. Stuart McSwain has ran 329 mid from last year. That is an Oceanian record, of course, as well. He is a person that loves to lead, take the lead. He's going to be the reason why this race ends up being fast. If you remember from the first heat, Ingebrigtsen and McSwain were in the first heat, or were in the same heat in the first round, and Ingebrigtsen was going to take it a little slow. I knew what Ingebrigtsen was trying to do. He's trying not to expend too much because the 5,000 is going to be ridiculously fast. Or just not this ridiculously fast, but it's ridiculously loaded. But McSwain loves to take the lead. He loves to lead the race. And Ingebrigtsen's like, well, damn, I'm going to have to take off with him, I guess, a little bit. But Ingebrigtsen, I think, is, he's in just really phenomenal shape to be able to do something like this. Trying to do the 15 and the 5,000. McSwain, great to see him in the final. I was concerned about him earlier in the year for sure. Then you got Josh Kerr of Great Britain. He is the bronze medalist from the Olympics. Forgot to mention Cheruiyot won silver in Tokyo, but he came this close to going bronze. Kerr was like right on his ass. Speaking of Kerr, though, yeah, he's ran 332 this year. He ended up running the third fastest indoor mile of all time back in February. After that, he struggled a little bit. He ended up actually getting outkicked by Jake Whiteman in the British National Championships, but Kerr really showed that was just a flip on the radar. I will say Kerr needs to kind of watch it a little bit because I don't want to say he's getting too cocky, but I will tell you this. You're going up against a dude that, like Ingebrigtsen, he's just not human. I don't know what you want to call Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen's ridiculously dangerous. Like, you're going up against a guy that has been almost damn near unstoppable the last 9 months, about 9. Let's just call it the last year. Ever since he won that 5,000 at the Diamond League meet last year, especially, Ingebrigtsen's been damn near unstoppable. Josh Kerr. There was an interview where Ingebrigtsen said at the very end he got asked a question about something about how the race will play out, or whatever. Something about Cheruiyot was in the question, and Ingebrigtsen was like, "Sprint finish," and Kerr responds with, he was like, "Oh, no, that's a bad idea," and I'm like thinking, Kerr, you ran 336 high in a heat that wasn't even all out. Let's not kid ourselves. Yeah, Kerr's got the possible. I definitely think Josh Kerr could PR again for sure, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. He outkicked both him and Cheruiyot when they were both kind of shutting it down just a little bit. There's no need to. It don't matter. Like, he won the heat, obviously. His heat, obviously, in semis yesterday, but Kerr possibly might be getting a little bit too confident. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying that he's acting ridiculous, but I'm just saying you need to be careful because Ingebrigtsen and Cheruiyot are two of the most dangerous people in this race. Kipsang looked really good after his race as well. And then Josh Kerr made a comment about a year ago saying American mid-distance running is soft. I agree with it, but at the same time, it's like, focus on your stuff. Like, you've got the honor to train here. Of course, you're with Brooks Beast, and yeah, I think that was a little bit silly. But then again, he's telling the truth. He ain't lying, though, because American mid-distance running has been kind of down the last bit. Centrowitz won a gold medal, obviously. Matt Centrowitz became the first American medal to win a gold medal in the 1500 in a long time. And, in 2016, though. But, yeah, Kerr, you might want to focus on you, my guy, because you're going up against a really, really fast field. And McSwain is not going to throw this one away either. I'll tell you that right now. McSwain's going to lead hard from the gun, and this is going to be very quick. I would not be shocked if we saw like a 328, 329, just because McSwain's going to want to push that pace. But yeah, Ingebrigtsen and Kerr, are they starting to build a rivalry? We will find out in the future, of course. But here are my medalists. Now, you guys are probably not going to like how I predicted this, but it's the way I kind of see things as of late. Okay. So, obviously, Ingebrigtsen's the heavy favorite. But there's a couple other guys who can beat him. Kerr's one of them, and then Kipsang's the other one. Cheruiyot, I'm not so sure. You know, like Cheruiyot looks like he's getting back into form, but at the same time, like I haven't seen him run under 334 mid this year. It's like I don't know. I don't know what to buy right now with things. So I kind of got risky with this one. Want to talk about taking a risk? I went about Kipsang at bronze. Now Kipsang can win this race. Like I said, Ingebrigtsen is just on another level in terms of competitiveness. I got Kerr going silver. Now, part of it is also because Kerr was this close to winning silver in the Olympics. He wants more. He wants so much more. And I know he's very capable of it, but at the same time too, you get too cocky and arrogant, it's gonna really hit you in the ass. I mean, now this isn't like Michael Stimber levels of douchebaggery, but and whatnot. Like this is a bit different from that. It's not like Kerr's single-handedly targeting an individual, talking trash about him. Kerr's just trying to have fun. I understand that. The sunglasses thing was, oh God, he's like it's funny though. But you know, Kerr's got such great range, or not great range, but he's such great athleticism. But you know, at the end of the day, I mean, Ingebrigtsen's winning this race. Ingebrigtsen's not going to let Kerr beat him. You know, it's not going to happen. Most likely. Things have gone differently before, but you know, last year, for instance, I didn't think Ingebrigtsen was going to win gold. I thought he was going to win silver, and sure enough, he pulls away with the gold. You know, Kerr's got a good kick, but Ingebrigtsen knows what he's going to have to do. He's going to punish Kerr. Kerr can absolutely, like, go from looking like he's going to finish in top 3 to like going way out of medal contention in like a span of the last 100 meters. That ends up happening sometimes. You know, I've seen it happen times before. You go from looking like you're going to medal to, whoa, what the hell just happened? I'm not even on the podium now. There's a decent chance it happens to Kerr. There's a decent chance Cheruiyot medals, but there's a decent chance he doesn't. There's a reason why Cheruiyot, I don't have him medaling. I haven't seen the same Timothy Cheruiyot this year at times. You know, but like I said, though, I know I said that during the heats he's, you know, fighting his way again, it seems like. But then again, though, like, how much can you put into that? It's really difficult. I was going to originally have Cheruiyot going bronze or silver at the most, but you know what? I wanted to mix up a little bit. Just a little bit, and get risky with it. But thank you guys for watching. Who do you think will win, or should I say medal, in the men's 1500? This is going to be a very, very, very intense race. We'll see though. But yeah, don't you know? I'm not the biggest Josh Kerr guy, but I don't want you guys to take it as I hate him completely, because I don't hate him. You know, I respect what he can do, but I don't know. I just haven't been able to get behind him really. But you cannot deny what he can do. And him and Ingebrigtsen, like I said, they might be getting on a rivalry. We'll see about that. It's like this, you know, it'll be interesting too to see the Lyles night and think, holy crap, I can't wait to talk about that later this week. So, yeah, hope you guys take care. I'll see you guys again later. Peace.